saying before camp about the gold statue and Donald Trump got it himself, and they had Christianity.
Just going into idols.
Yeah, going to idols. Let's see what else. Yeah, we still got the plagues and pestilence.
Yeah. Okay.
So we do shit.
When you open, it's all on it.
All
Let me grab it. Okay, I got it. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood.
right. Shalom, shalom,
Shalom.
Those who would like to give all honors and all praise to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
and double honors to the elders and apostles who do well and teach the 100% truth. We are part of the SAVANNAH GMS group over here in Savannah, Georgia, coming to you week in and week out with the prophecies and everything that's going on in the world. So let's go ahead and get into it. As you know, Brother Shalom always come in with the news break. And let's go ahead and start off with your boy, old DJ Donald Trump, got a little so-called supposed gold statue of himself at this little golf course, Mar-a-Lago. And guess who happened to be the one that went up there and blessed it, praised it, and everything else? Wacky, tacky Christian. And what that goes into, worshiping false idols. They had he invited in a good bit of pastors and other religious people out there within the past couple of days over the statue, and they had ceremony. Now everybody's questioning them about, hey, it's just about worshiping false idols.
Mm-hmm. Because when you get into it, Donald Trump, some of these people idolize him.
Yep.
You know, and you adding a statue at Mar-a-Lago, that just adding into the intent that they already got of him, man.
Yep.
You know, they already looking at him like he's a god.
Yep.
You know?
Got that God complex. Got a little statue of him with his little right hand almost up in the air. Like he's trying to look at everybody, hey, look at me.
Yeah.
And then you Christians out there. And of course, who been at the lead? Old Jake. Old black bald head black guy right out there.
Yeah.
And that goes into worshiping false idols.
I got one.
All right.
Ezekiel 6:1, I'm going to read it all the way down.
Okay.
And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face toward the mount of Israel, and prophesy against them, and say, Ye mountains of Israel, hear the words of the Lord power. Thus saith the Lord power to the mountains, and to the hills, to the rivers, and to the valleys. Behold, I, even I, will bring a sword upon you, and I will destroy your high places. And your altars shall be desolate, and your images shall be broken. And I will cast down your slain men before your idols. And I will lay the dead carcasses of the children of Israel before their idols. And I will scatter your bones round about your altars. In all your dwelling places the cities shall be laid waste, and the high places shall be desolate, that your altars may be laid waste and made desolate, and your idols may be broken and cease, and your images may be cut down, and your works may be abolished. And the slain shall fall in the midst of you, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh. I think that's it. Oh yeah. Yet will I leave a remnant, that ye may have some that shall escape the sword among the nations, when ye shall be scattered through the country. And you know the reason I brought that out Because there's some Jakes walking around with MAGA hats on.
Yeah.
There's some Jakes, the Israelites, you so-called blacks, Native American, Latinos, that idolize Donald Trump.
Yep.
But the Heavenly Father say he's going to tear down all these idols. He's going to lay them waste desolate. Yep. You know, because these people, they try to come up against us and they'll walk around with the MAGA hats on and they'll be like, hell Donald Trump. You know, like Donald Trump is the
next best thing.
The next best thing to Julius Caesar. You know, they say hell Caesar.
Yep.
You know, and they idolizing this man. They have made him a god here on this earth.
Yep.
You know, but how about Shema Shai say he's going to take him out. He's going to stop these idols from being perpetuated here in the earth.
Yep. Sure enough, that's what he act like. He's idol. Everybody glue into his words. We got midterms coming up. You got Tennessee, Virginia. I think maybe I don't know if it's Texas, Alabama, Louisiana. Oh man, they gerrymandering. Oh, you know, on black people votes. Right. They taking it back pre-civil Civil Rights Act.
Right.
Yeah, I got a quick
redistricting.
Yeah, they're redistricting.
I got that.
Oh, go ahead, bring it up.
Salaki, I got that word idol for you. It says from mid-13th century, an image of a deity as an object of pagan worship. A graven image. It says an image, mental or physical. So it don't have to be, it don't have to be an actual statue.
Yeah.
You can mentally worship something.
Yep. Just like just like how the brother said, you know, a mental. Got the little word hat. What's his favorite logo? Make America Great Again. MAGA. Yep. You got the hat on. You got the buttons. You were at the conventions screaming, "Make America Great Again." Right. Holding parades in his so-called name. No good will this man bringing y'all to destruction right there in front of you, but you still want to hold on anyway, thinking this too late. How they love to say, "Oh, this too shall pass." All right, well, I said, no, this ain't going with. Only the place it's headed to is destruction. Nothing more, nothing less. But yet you got everybody over here cheering on his name. I get tired of seeing the doggone voting commercials on TV with him. Yeah. Yeah, you know, you got the retired military people coming in, so they want to join him. Especially Lindsey Graham will flip-flop behind.
Right. Well, you still got certain of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. They feel like voting is going to help them. You know, which when you go into that word vote, it goes into a vow to a God. Yeah. You know, it's you making a vow. You're giving over your, your trust. Yep. You know, your faith really to a God, man, to a deity. Yeah. You know, and it's a false, like we just read, an idol is a false God. It's a false image. Right. You know, it's something that has no power. Yeah. You know, and when you look at even like people, Donald Trump, he don't have no power. No. You know, he is a puppet for the elites. Mm-hmm. Even the elites don't have power. They don't have power over their own selves, man. Yeah. You know, they're doing what the Heavenly Father has them doing. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. And now when you go around, you ask these average jakes, you know, okay, you voted. Did the vote help you out? Yeah. Tell them, look around. Right. When did the vote help you out? Says Barack Obama. Right. When did it actually physically help you out? It helped everybody else out.
Right. You know? And all that's in vain. Right. All that they doing, all that in vain. All that the wasting your time. Yeah. Whether you know it or not, all that's in vain.
And then when you look at it, all that stuff, the false idol going out and voting, it's for nothing. All this selling, like how we used to like to say, they selling y'all pipe dreams. Right. So once they get inside the office, they forgot everything what they told you. Right. Yeah. I thought you said you're supposed to lower taxes. Yeah, we're working on that.
And not only that, man, like the brother beautifully went in too, like you're making a vow with a deity. Yep. You know, like when you really get into it, you're actually voting on one of these witches and warlocks. Right. You know, these are witches and warlocks that are going in and running for these offices. Yep. And you saying that, okay, I'm voting for him to be over me. Right. So you asking a witch or a warlock to be over you, man. Yep. You going the hell out.
To make decisions for you.
Exactly.
Yep. You know, to have and not even your best interest at hand. Yep. Because a lot of these elites, like you said, they're warlocks. What does a warlock do? They cast spells. Yep. You know, and that's what's the covering cast that's over these people, a spell. Yep. Right? Meanwhile, he's taking away your rights. Yep. You know, all your civil liberties are going away. They're gutting the Constitution. They want more control.
I'm surprised the Constitution's still standing up.
Hey, because when you go into it, man, when you go into these people that govern the United States, when you go and you see something like Pedophile Island, that's letting you really see that what these people been talking about has been true.
Right.
You actually seeing that when we were saying that these people doing blood sacrifices and these people was, practicing child pedophilia, you starting to see that what we were saying was true. Because we used to go into the the Roman Catholic Church and how they was messing with the little boys and things like that.
Right.
Now you actually seeing that those things were true because now you got physical hard evidence with this pedophile island over here showing that these people were doing these things.
Right. That's like how the detective would say, we got it right here in front of you, black and white.
That's right.
You got pictures, man.
Pictures, hell, you got
Tickets.
videos.
Yeah, got what it is when you buy a plane ticket. You got the plane ticket.
Yeah, you got the plane. Yeah, the law. Yeah, flight law.
Yeah, the law.
Yeah, you got the flight law. Matter just like how the elder in Chicago said. What we're talking about, we bringing up the receipts.
Yeah.
That you can look up.
Yeah.
And we ain't hiding nothing. We ain't making it up. But yeah, just like how some other countries feel about us, this is just like how they say how are the American people end up in arms. You go over in Europe, they're arresting people names on MC. They catching them left and right over there in Europe. Over here, these average people walking around. Well, you know,
Which makes them complicit.
it's just like so. You telling me like how the brother just beautifully just said, we got everything. We bringing you the evidence on a gold plate, and you still not.
Because you got to think about it, man. You have pictures of Donald Trump sitting and drinking with Epstein. So you telling me that this man wasn't talking about nothing that he had going on? They just talking about the stock market.
You know good and well, he ain't talking about building no damn hotel. Ain't about running no business. He had him black and white notes and everything. And then all of a sudden he gets up in arms. When he gets up in arms, he don't want nobody to talk about it.
Happy birthday.
He don't want nobody to talk about it. He wants you to just say, okay, well, we got stuff. We all guys, all right, just shut up and move along. That should tell you right off the bat, hey man, you must be got something to hide. You must be got something to hide if you don't want nobody to talk about it.
So at the end of the day, man, you starting to see what this government is about. That's why we always bring up. Matter of fact, get Isaiah 30 and start at 1.
And this is what we're getting at is your so-called idol worship. This is what you worshiping right here. That big old gold guy right there, but yet now there's mud at his feet. You guys still want to be like, yeah, well, okay, just do it, but there's something deep.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 2. Declare ye among the nations and publish. Set up a standard, publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken, Baal is confounded, Marduk is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces.
Yeah, all the different titles of America. You know, all these different titles that America's been called by, we're just being tore down, man. You're starting to see the demise of a kingdom. You're starting to see the end of a wicked rulership. Yahweh Shema Shai putting their shame out before everybody's face. What say, putting the clothes and the dirty drawers in the streets, man. You know, now we starting to look at the drawers and we starting to see you got shit stains in the drawers. You know, pissed on yourself, you know, and everybody can see them hanging in the tree, man, right in front of your house.
Now everybody finally seen who the people behind the scenes really are. Can't hide it no more.
You done got caught on the camera digging in your nose.
Shit,
Coming out the bathroom, not wiping your ass. We see it all now, man. You know?
When you go into that word Marduk, it means thy rebellion. Which was a chief deity in Babylon, ancient Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar. You know, so basically it's saying that your rebellion is going to be confounded. You know, which America is completely rebellious against the Bible. You know, which they have you swearing on the Bible, and God we trust is on the dollar. It's on these people tags and
it's in the courtroom, right behind the damn judge. Out there in the building.
Meanwhile, he's doing everything, totally against the Bible. You know, same-sex marriage is legal. A child can turn himself from a man to a girl. You know, from a boy to a girl, you know, and that's what's up. That sex is everywhere, right? You, hey, as a, you know, meditating on this, you were never ever supposed to see another man's nakedness. In this society, it's everywhere. You know, nakedness is just everywhere, man. All the women walk around naked.
There's no such. Back in our forefathers there, they go ask them about a nude beach. They'll look at you like you're crazy.
Right.
A what? A nude beach? We mean a nude beach where man and woman butt ass naked walking up and down the beach. They'll stone the hell out of them damn people.
Right.
God.
But shit, we got them all over the place.
Yep.
Hell, some don't even make it to the beach.
And you know that also goes into, you know, the Christian church.
Yep.
Because they push the narrative that Adam and Eve was naked.
Yeah.
Right.
So now it's okay for you to be seen naked because Adam and Eve was naked.
Right.
The whole time it was just going into sin. They was naked because they didn't have the covering of the Lord. But you wouldn't know that because you don't come out to the highway, the byways, and the hedges and be around the men of Yahweh Shemau Shai.
Because you got your pastor and he ain't teaching you 100% true.
Right.
All he see what coming in the front doors are dollar signs.
Yep.
That's all it is.
The more dollar signs I got pouring in this door, the better.
Yep.
And like I said, especially his biggest reach goal, women.
Yep.
All they want to hear is prosperity. They don't want to hear no doom and gloom. They don't want to hear nothing factual.
Yeah, man.
They don't want to hear, like the brother said, they don't want to hear the truth.
As long as pastor tell the women what they want to hear, then you'll get that big slice of pound cake, you know, that lemon pound cake, you know, with the collard greens with the pigtail in it.
At 2:30 before we end services, the kitchen right next door.
Yeah,
Get us up
yeah.
a plate for $5.
Yep.
Big mama that got the red rice, the smoked sausage on the liver $5.
Yep.
Everybody done got 4-5 plates.
The pastor eat first.
Pastor done got, he done got 3
And
plates.
that goes back into what you're saying because the pastor's an idol.
Yep, pastor's idol. Whatever pastor say goes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these people only invite people to their church because of their pastor.
Yeah. Or they won't even go to the church unless a certain pastor's preaching that day.
Right.
Yep.
You know?
Right.
Well, I
the
like
scripture, the scripture speaks about how these people have itching ears.
Yep.
Meaning they just want to hear something to you got it?
Yeah, no, well, just like I said, I like how he preach.
Right.
Yeah, because you like what you want to hear from him.
Right.
You don't want to hear nothing like, oh no, he said, I said, it felt like it hit me. Because then it must mean the truth then.
Right.
Yeah.
If he hit just like how we tell, if we tell you something, you feel like you got hurt, that means it must be me and you.
Right.
God. Yep.
They say hit dog holler.
Yep. But oh no, you like, because every Sunday he make you feel good and for you to hoot and holler. Now you just love that message of the day for you. I'm just going to say whatever you want me to say so that offering plate can come on in looking good and pretty.
I got a quick one. Isaiah 30:9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of Yahweh, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Yep, and that's what they want to hear. They want to hear that lies, deceit, that falsehood. Tell me when I'm going to get that new car, that house, that man they've been looking for the last 10 years.
Right. Yeah, even these politicians.
Yep.
You know, they don't, you know, they go in on these campaigns that the politicians not telling you that the economy is in the trash can.
Yeah.
You know, that the gas prices is going to continue to get higher. That we're going to go into these wars. Look what Trump literally, when you go into MAGA, it goes into magician. He's a magician.
Yep.
Like you say, he's a warlock.
Yep.
And what he did was just go in and tell these people everything they wanted to hear, which is when you look at his campaign, you can tell he's a lion.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that.
Yep.
Hey, what do you say about the war in Ukraine? I had that war wrapped up in 14 days.
I haven't wrapped up an X amount of time.
Right.
6 years later.
Yeah, here it is. And then he got into more war.
Got into more war.
But then he ran and he said the Democrats, that's how they get money out of people, by pushing wars.
Exactly.
You know, so they'll get all the money from the people by the wars that they campaign on. But now he's doing the same thing.
Damn thing.
You know?
They ain't you doing the same damn thing. Can't say nothing. No, he call it all that fake news.
Yeah.
But yeah, you be like, oh, you would call it fake news, but yet, hey, you are still in front of the camera every damn time. Can't help but be right in front of the camera. Hey, y'all, just like how Brother Yalakar said at one time, Y'all keep on falling for the same damn song over and over again.
Yep.
Every time.
Same sad song, same sad note.
Yeah. It's like you said, you listen to that one song and make you cry every time.
Every time.
You know, you done left a woman about 20 years ago.
Yeah, she been done gone, kids grow the hell up every damn day. And that one note come in, nigga, you dropping tears. Really?
Right.
But don't want to move on.
Yep.
Cause you think sooner or later, just like
Oh man, beautiful.
just like that old saying, well, like psychopath. Keep doing the same damn thing over and over again, expecting something different to happen.
Yeah, that's insanity.
Yeah, insanity, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, insanity. Keep doing the same thing over and over again. You think something going, well, if I do it this way, it's gonna, no,
You get a different result.
no, it's not gonna happen.
I remember you always bring out that one superhero movie where he played it forward like 100 different times, and
Yep.
every time it came
out
out to the same thing.
They even showed it on, like, what's that, Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because when Captain America looked at him, asked him how many times, he said, I did it 14 million times. But what was the outcome? What?
Yep.
Out of that whole time, that they actually won, but they still had to lose somebody. There was nothing out of them going to actually win. Like, no.
And you gotta think about it, man. You got these rich elites, these bankers that really run the country. You know how many times they probably done ran scenarios through these supercomputers that they have.
Yeah.
You know, and they keep coming with the same result. You know.
Yep.
What can we do different if we take it this way?
Oh, they were talking about how the CERN, how they turn on the particle, and they're trying to basically destroy the God gene. You know, which they were saying that these devils, they probably got that writing on the wall.
Yep.
The same writing that Nebuchadnezzar got, Mene, Tekel.
Yep.
You know, they know that their time is numbered. They know that they only have a few amount of years in which the apostles have been going into it. How they got a few, it's months away.
Yep. They got a bounds. They coming up to that bounds.
Yep.
They coming up to that brick wall. They coming into that, like that old saying, that line drawn in the sand.
That's right.
Hey, and it's just like we always bring out this example. It's like if you got some milk in the refrigerator, and the expiration date's already done said January 20th,
right?
And if we in May now, if you drink it, you at your own risk.
Yep.
And if he crossed that line, what the Lord put out there, he's doing it at his own risk, man. Because the Lord is going to destroy him, man. And you know that.
He know that. He got a role to play.
Yep.
And he wants to change that role. He already know his discussion coming.
Yep.
Just like all the brothers and the apostles and the elders kept saying, now they trying to hasten everything. We already got. He talking about, we working on the ceasefire. Ain't gonna be no ceasefire now, right?
Right. And he's getting sloppy.
And it's getting sloppy now.
The more which Yahweh Shemiah Shai is speeding up the time for the elect's sake, so this devil got to speed up his plan.
Yep.
All right, and his plan can't be executed the way he wanted if it's done in haste.
Yep.
You know.
And just like right now. When the last time anybody else heard anything about the so-called assassination in the White House?
Right.
Maybe a week.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we don't have that no more.
Right. Now it's aliens.
Now we move on to aliens.
Man.
Yeah, that's all it is. The straight up sound. Now we talking about aliens. They want the pastors, because they went, I think it was Texas, that they invited all these pastors and stuff that say they want to tell the church, tell your church people, to get ready, because they're going to have questions about aliens, and they want you to tell them about Shalom.
Man. Because you got to think about it. It's like you go to New York or any of these major cities, and you have the people, they out playing the game in the streets. And they got the cups and they got the ball. So you got to keep your eye on that ball. See, and that's what these devils are doing, man. They're constantly moving the ball, and if you don't keep your eye on the ball, you'll be confused. You'll be like 2/3 of these people out here lost, confused, have no idea what's coming out of the pipe because you over here worrying about what Clay Thomas and Megan Thee Stallion is doing. Or you worried about the damn little grays coming up out the skies, man, the whole time. You done missed the point that they are angels of the Lord. You know?
Yep. And then they're going to say, well, yeah, we remember a group of people on the street saying something about chariots. Are they going to say little gray? No, we never say little gray men. Little green man, not the alien versus predator, not the word.
And this devil is so calculated because look how many movies and TV shows that he has made about aliens being like lizards or some type of reptilian. Because you had Alf, You had
Hey, you remember
ET.
the TV? You remember the TV show back in the day called Aliens?
Yeah, Aliens.
Yeah.
You know, what? It's another show.
X-Files.
Paul.
Yep.
You know.
X-Files.
Yep.
Huh? What else? Just like how you said, plenty of
So
Alien
he
versus
has
Predator.
layered that into your subconscious mind and think, okay, when they talk about UFOs, it's some type of reptilian or something like that.
Independence Day.
Yeah, Independence Day. Yeah,
Yep.
beautiful.
You know, because that's what it pretty much want everybody to think. Independence Day.
Predator.
Yeah, Independence Day, they gonna want you to think that somehow the mothership been here, she just been invisible the whole time.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
They want you to think that the angels are hostile, which
Yep,
they are.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, which the angels are hostile.
Yeah, because they were saying that the Christian church was saying that the UFOs, they were demons.
Yeah,
Yep.
because Hex went, he kept pushing it out. Well, yeah, I think they're really demons anyway, and all of. Like, here you go, there you go,
Yep.
Right.
there you go. So when you see these aliens, they automatically, when they see the chariots, they all the first thing that come in their mind: green men, gray men, some messed up creature or a demon.
Yep.
Right. So that the American public can get on board.
Get on board. Yep.
You know, with what they got to do. The scripture says they're gonna try to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
Woo.
You know.
Yeah, they're gonna try. Moses says, when I come back, I'm not gonna meet you as a man. And then when everybody look up and actually see that, like,
Oh,
what the hell?
You know, I know how to throw y'all. I forgot his damn mother's name. Yeah. This nigga woman can barely walk. She got on shiny ass goddamn. Like she just came off Soul Train or something. Fucking boy.
Oh yeah. Again, that's another album.
Yep. Oh yeah, you're right.
Worship your mother.
Yep, worship your mother, yeah.
Worship your mother. Going out there, taking them out to dinner. Going out there, buying them all kinds of presents. Because that's the next highest thing. Right next to Valentine's Day is Mother's Day.
Yep. Then Pope Pops.
They make music for Mother's Day. Tupac Shakur. I guarantee you, they done burned the hell out of that damn CD. That sucker got a ring.
They done made a whole dinner for mother. Then when Pops come around, shit, they give him a fucking beer.
You gotta cook out the back. Grill hamburgers, some hot dog, and a beer. There you go. Mom, shit, we shut down the whole restaurant.
Yep.
Mom get gifts, clothes. It's your day. Where you want to go at? I heard some nigga take their mom to the movies.
Bro, I was coming up here, I seen a nigga woman loaded up going into Roof Chris. And you know anybody know anything about Roof Chris, that's like $200.
Yeah.
You know, just for one sitting, $200. And they loading up into Roof Chris and stuff like that, you know?
Yep.
Like you say, idol worship.
I don't want you.
know?
I should put your mother before everybody else.
Yep.
Oh, I can't love my mama. No, we're not saying that. But the Most High had a rank system.
Yep.
Ain't nothing before him. No. He said the same way you get it, we take it away.
Yep.
Just like that. Snap of a
Hey, how
finger.
you doing, man? All right.
Snap of a doggone finger.
Yep.
Nothing wrong. Hug your mama, give her something. But don't sit here and say, oh, she above everybody else. Most I said, women, what'd you just say?
Yep.
You must have forgot who I am.
Cause you know the Lord's so cold with it, he'll take her out.
Just like that. She'd be at the dinner table eating, bam, fall right there.
Yep.
Drop right then and there. She was a good woman. She was doing that. I was like, okay, he's not the special person. I don't care. Don't give a flying flip.
Yep.
So that's another item.
Bring yours.
Yeah, oh, you got okay.
I got Isaiah 31. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Isaiah 30:2. That walking to go down into Egypt, and to have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and trust in the shadow of Egypt.
And that's beautiful that you went into that, because you were talking about the modern day Pharaoh. Donald Trump, the statue being put in Mar-a-Lago, you know? And these people really trusting in the shadow of Egypt. They really trusting that this man is going to be the one that bring them out of this current situation they're in. That they're going to get some type of golden age, you know,
Yep.
because he always going to the
Yep.
golden age,
Yep.
that you're gonna get some type of subsidies for him being on top.
But
You
yeah,
know?
but yeah, here he is taking those so-called subsidies every which way.
Yep.
You name it. Social Security, 401k,
Right.
Israel.
Israel, all your stuff going towards Israel.
The farmers.
The
Yeah,
farmer,
the
the
farmers,
farmers
yeah.
been the main one. Boy, they been the first one on the MAGA boat, MAGA seat, MAGA rocket. First one, front row, front seat.
Bro, and when you go into these farmers, man, have you ever seen the equipment that these farmers have?
Yes.
These farmers have equipment that they don't even have to drive the tractors anymore.
No.
You know?
No, the equipment so good now. You see what a little 8-year-old could drive them?
Yep.
Yeah, little kid,
AC.
little kid could drive them. That simple.
Yeah.
That's how that's how easy it made farming around. You know, damn farm machine. My car's more than a house.
Mm-hmm.
But a little girl just like that, she can drive that no problem.
Yep.
Comfortable too.
Comfortable. And now now you got these farmers
You got
catching
a
hell.
tenant. You ain't comfortable in there.
Yeah.
Yep. Cause you know, Jake looked back, you know, when we was in the field. Jake had to pick the cotton.
God.
You know, we didn't have any tractors with GPS and AI. You
They
know.
had AC unit, turn you feel a little hot, turn the AC on, cool down. You know, got your little.
Imagine if Jake had something like that during the time when they were in the cotton field.
A lot of them.
Jake would have stayed in slavery,
Yeah,
man.
you gotta be like, man, hey, we going to you. All right, now make sure y'all here at 7 o'clock in the morning. Shit, Jake, to 5:30, we already out there.
And you know, it's always a nigga want to run the tractor.
Yep, my turn.
When they said, who is that nigga on that day?
Yeah, just like I said, if they had the stuff that we had now back then, just like I said, man, look at him. He about to get out that damn fuel.
Yeah, man.
You're like, hell no. Yeah. So,
Yeah, keep on going.
Okay.
I think it's one more for you.
Yep. God. Isaiah 30:3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame,
yep,
and the trust in the shadows of Egypt your confusion.
yep. Just like I said, let him be your shame. Put all your trust in Donald Trump. And that bad boy sold you down the road like ain't nothing. Took away your, hacking the hell out of your damn health care.
Yep.
Yep.
And knock you down, Medicaid. Whew. Don't even get people started with the Medicaid.
Yeah, like you said, it's gonna be to their shame and their confusion. They're gonna be in a confused state because everybody thought America was gonna continue on forever. That this place is gonna keep on growing, it's gonna keep on prospering. You know, they can come up out of any type of bad situation they've been in. They just come together. You know how they always say everybody come together.
Yeah, we all just come together, all as one group.
Yeah.
Nada. You
But-
guys can't even get together as a one group.
Yep.
And y'all already at each other's throat.
Yep.
Own first cousin stealing from the second cousin.
Yep.
Fighting the first and second cousin fighting each other.
Right.
He ain't want to share the wealth.
If the assembly is not under the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, it's gonna come in that.
Yep. Beautiful.
You know, we tried it.
Yep.
Tried the Black Panthers, the civil rights movement, all that,
You
man.
had all the same number. Even your now gangs.
Right.
Back then, you know, your Bloods and the
Right.
Crips.
And we in a worse place.
Yep.
You know, now our children can't read. All our children are illiterate.
Yep.
Like
you know,
I-
they degenerates.
I just like I told Brother Yahya yesterday. I'm from South Carolina. We 43 going from 43 to 44 for the most states being done. And the two biggest ones, math and reading. And I drive bus and I see that.
Right. Yeah, man.
Can't
being-
talk and don't even know the basic math.
Right. Being mixed and mingled among the heathen.
Yep.
Put you in a worse place, man. You know, so if it ain't Yahweh Shem Shai, which is the separation from evil, man. The Lord said, arise ye and depart.
Yep.
This is not your rest.
Yep.
You know, this is not a place where we're trying to set up a kingdom. We're not trying to set up a headquarters, home, you know. No, man, this is a punishment.
Yep.
All right, we're mentally and spiritually departing from this place,
Because
man.
imagine waking up, all right, waking up into a society where you done went to school all your life learning
Right.
algebra and geometry.
Right.
When do you ever use all of these damn different math
God.
techniques that you
You're
were
not-
taught in school?
Yeah, you're not in the field to use that.
Exactly.
You know, you just like how you said, you done went to 4 to 6 years of college for that. But you over there at Walmart at the front floor supervisor.
It's still $150,000 student loan.
Exactly, exactly. Like when you learning something like that, you should be going into the field of an engineer.
Yeah, engineering,
You know,
architecture,
architect,
stuff like that. And but you know, you sorry about that. You black Latinos and Native Americans inside
he make the bar so high because in order to get in those like Georgia Tech and stuff like that, you got to have high scores all through school. They look back all the way to your 8th grade year of school and see what your GPA was all the way up until from 8th grade all the way to you graduate.
Yep. They look at all that stuff. Especially your math. Like, this motherfucker been struggling math since middle school.
Yep.
Nah, we good. Nah, we good. Next.
Yep.
But I got better in high school. See you.
Well, they tell you on the job at this time we're gonna go in a different direction.
The position you were looking for is already fulfilled. I just got here though. I'm sorry, man. They you know, since as of this moment it's fulfilled, come back in another week or two.
Yeah,
Have
you can
another-
always reapply.
Yeah, you can reapply, or you got other positions down here.
Yeah.
They love to throw that in your face. You got other positions that you can apply for.
Yeah.
I ain't want that. I want this one. You ain't getting it.
Yep.
Go ahead on.
I remember when I was coming up, the only thing that they want to do is let you be a PE coach. Remember they said you can go to school and be in education and be physical education. Yeah,
You need a degree of doing dodgeball at somebody.
Yeah, you only making $28,000 a year.
Don't roll it out the basketball.
Basketball. You know, bring out the what you call a little colorful parachutes and have them flopping around. It's raining outside. Okay, pick a game for them to play for the next 30
What that
minutes.
shit was called? We used to do. Oh man, when they did the little Olympic shit, not Olympic, what it was, field day.
Yeah.
Field
The
day.
presidential. Yeah, they call it the
When they did the
presidential
different
thing.
states and shit.
Yeah, that's the presidential thing where they set up the outside like an obstacle course.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you run and at the end of it, they give you a certificate and a little lamb and a little medal. They don't even do that no more now.
Yep.
This shit is crazy, man. That's why we got to get the hell up out of here, man. Because you're not going to get any type of, anything that you're going to be able to use in your day-to-day life with Esau, man. Esau is going to lead you back to being a nigga, man.
Yep.
You know, everything that he's got set up is a way to lead you back to being a nigga, man.
They even did it with the reason why we're going that same thing, idol worshiping, leads back with education.
Yep.
The reason why they told you, was it school and prison pipe program?
Yup.
These kids didn't learn nothing.
Yep.
The brother Beautiful brought out a couple of weeks ago, about a month or so ago, that a lot of these so-called private prisons run by company, they're pissed off because now the prison cells ain't fully populated.
Yup.
They say, hey man, we need more bodies up inside it.
Yeah, because we have this one manufacturing place called Gulfstream.
Yeah.
You know, here in Savannah, and most of the Gulfstream parts are made by prisoners.
Yep.
You know, because like some of my friends, they'll come home, they say they was doing work for Gulfstream. You know, because they using them people to pay them low, cheap labor, all right, to do the jobs that they would have to pay us $24, $30. You know.
Because the prison I worked at a few years back, they built furniture by hand.
See.
And the truck come once a week, and I mean, you need rocking chairs, love seats, furniture. Cents on the dollar. I thought them boys make like how you said, 10, 11, 12. Man, they be lucky to make $2.
I got a precept. This is Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 17. I'm gonna start at 16. So like, the anger of the Lord have divided them. He will no more regard them. They respected not the persons of the priests. They favored not his elders. As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Ooh, beautiful, man. Going into what the brother was already bringing out in Isaiah 30. All right, the trust in Egypt going to be your shame, man. You trusting in the shadow of Egypt is going to be to your shame, to your detriment, you know. And we trusting in Esau, but he's not going to help us, man. When all hell break loose, Esau going to revert back to who he is, man.
Yep. And all these movies we done brought out, all these TV shows we done told y'all about. Y'all didn't want to pay attention. Like I said, the first opening of Fallout. Black boy thought he been cool with homeboy, how they been making fun of a man who dressed up as a cowboy. When that first nuke dropped off in the background, he thought he would get in and shelter with him. That man cold caught, knocked his ass right on the ground. Now you ain't coming in here.
Also, too, when you go into Walking Dead.
There
The
you
Walking
go.
Dead, when you take the zombies out of the equation and you see how these people was conducting themselves and how they was acting for these little bit of rations, the little bit of food, you start to see the beast-like nature of these people.
Yeah, look, matter of fact, Homestead.
Yep.
The road.
Yep, the road.
Bushwick.
Yep.
And Bushwick, it showed the whole city, but when it showed those two actors out there, it showed maybe them going 4 or 5 blocks. That whole movie would have been like blocks radius, not the whole city. Showing them what really would have happened. Actually, I think the road and Bushwick would have ran hand in hand with each other. They showed you what was going on out in the suburbs, and they showed you what's going on out in the city.
Yep.
Because that's like how the brother just beautifully just said. When it goes down, all the white folks like, nah.
Yep.
And you can best believe they can have that brown paper bag test. Oh, I stay in the neighborhood, prove it.
Yep.
And God forbid you got out at night. You really gonna be on your own there.
You gotta think about it. It's still sundown towns.
Yeah, plenty of sundown towns out there.
So you can't stumble into somebody's neighborhood saying, "Oh, I need some food, I need some water," and it's a sundown town. You know, these people gonna revert back to the old
Back
way.
to the old ways. You better hide in that damn wood till sun up.
Yup.
Or keep it just like how the man said, shit, how you find your way in? On this road, but take the road on the way on out.
Yup. Hey, what about leave the world behind?
Yep.
When the man he needed the antibiotics for his son, the man came on the porch and he shot him. Right. You know, hey, these are times that we're coming into. People are going to be losing their minds out here for these little bit of
That's all.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. And because of iniquity,
In the grass.
because of iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right, and when you go into that word cold, wax cold, it goes into psycho. All right, so people are there's gonna be a lot of psychos around here, man. Which the brother he been going into it beautifully, how because of iniquity, right? Because of sin on top of sin, right? And which is that's what this kingdom is, man.
Right.
You know, it's being pushed on the people, right? The love of many is waxing cold. People don't fear the Lord anymore. So what they doing? They're psychos now.
And they really gonna bug out when they get to that point where they can't get the medications anymore. They can't get the marijuana anymore. You know, the flock or the ice.
They can't get
the
cigarette.
Food.
Some people use a cigarette to calm themselves down. You literally, if you know somebody who smoke a pack a day, and they ain't had a cigarette in about maybe 20, 30 minutes, they get shakes.
Or get that normal beer. They get shakes when some people drink, and they got to have that beer for the day. That's their breakfast. When they wake up in the morning, they drink a cold beer.
Yep. I know, and the brother like
Oh my God.
some can't wait till the store opens so they can get that. I call it that early morning brown bag.
Yep.
Couldn't even wait till the gas station. I said, Dad, you couldn't even hold on till 9, at least 9. Let the sun come up.
Bro, I've been in that situation. Like you'll pull up to the liquor store, and they done went out for a little minute. You know, they done closed the liquor store. They supposed to be open, but they closed because they got to run down the street. Man, people are out there losing their mind because the people are normally open and they're not open all of a sudden, and they want that drink. You know, and they can't get that. They can't get that fix.
Yep. And if you think they're bad, if they had, like I said, a couple of minutes, a couple hours, let them go a day.
Yep. Oh man.
They ain't had a day of something in their system, or it's over. Like how the brother said, love wax and cold. Y'all think the stuff we brought out now, oh, that's gentle. Wife kicking, mother kicking kids out 2-story building. Oh, it just look. Oh, that ain't nothing.
The brother said the woman threw the dynamite
in the husband hand.
Yeah. People gonna be doing some.
You can see some off the wall. You can have some off the wall. You can be like,
no other time we ever see.
You can be like, I never even. That wasn't even on my, even in the back of my mind.
Right. And we just trying to put it in the terms that we've seen before. It says it's going to be worse than anything that you ever seen before. You're not going to be able to put it in the words what's going to be happening.
Most side says, I'm going to bring stuff that you haven't even seen.
Right. Well, the elder went into this week, he went into how right now there's a poly crisis going on, meaning many. Right? There's a lot of crisis. It's going to be a water crisis. There's going to be a oil shortage, you know, food shortages, You know, so you're gonna have to worry about all that. We always talk
and you
about,
always hear them talk about on the news. They always tell us like around here in this area, a certain time you got to boil your water.
Right.
You can't drink
Yeah.
the water anymore.
Can't
You
drink
got to
certain
boil
time.
the water.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. And now look at your airline. Pull at Frontier, Delta. Fuel prices catching on them now.
Yep.
So y'all down Spirit Airline went down. Oh, and we only got 2 more weeks left in May. A couple of weeks left in May.
Right. They said the fuel gonna run out.
Yep, fuel's running out. And guess what? Flight prices gonna go up.
Yep.
Because everybody during the summertime, everybody love to fly to go to Florida, Georgia, California. Where I'm at, fuel's already $4.30, close to $4.30.
And that's not even talking about the diesel.
And we ain't talking about the diesel.
Right. And not on top of that, you might have a new demic.
Yep.
You know, that's a it's a lot of stuff going on in the world, man.
Because I think they named what? Georgia, Louisiana, Alabama, Texas, Arizona. You know, for the Hanover, whatever that's called.
Yep.
And they're watching the 2 or 3 people in Georgia? Because they've been talking about on social media news today about it.
The CDC is following them very closely.
Yeah, they're watching that.
Yeah.
They pretty much like
Yep.
park across the street
Yep.
in a dark, unknown car. Guy with glasses looking at them. Yeah, we got an eye on.
So if they doing them like that, imagine what they doing to the prophets. It's coming up against the government. It's coming up against the status quo.
Yep.
You know, they watching the prophets. They getting on your sites and they watching what you're saying. They watching what the topic, the controversial
Yep,
topic
the
is
people
bringing up.
watching and all that. But they've been out over here this weekend. They already got 150 views so far.
Oh yeah.
2 months ago, it was only like 75.
Yep.
So now the views are going. So they say, okay, I guess more people is listening to it. It's getting a little hot down there in Georgia right now. Right. We got to send some more people out, just like doing the Savannah, what is it called? Savannah Community Service or what they call it? I ain't never seen those cars before at where I'm at.
Oh yeah, to my last week.
Yeah, last week, a white
week.
car with the tinted window. I'm like, Savannah Community Service. Who them? Just say, hey man, we here. We're like the off-brand of the undercover cops. You know, we had people that call the cops up before saying, you know what?
Oh man, how many times?
Cops came out of nowhere because the white guy didn't like how we said certain words.
Yep. Because they not included.
Yeah.
You know, like when you disregard him, oh, he have a problem now because this is his world and everything got to deal about the so-called white man.
Yeah, we got to be in it.
That's of it all right there.
What about what the black people say? Oh, what about the white man?
What about the white man? Yeah. I said, no, I got something for them.
Yep.
It's just mainly you right now. I want the 144,000 on third. But some of them don't like the message.
Yep.
And it's just gonna get worse as things prolong and progress more. It's just gonna get worse. We can still give you the word until the Most High says, okay, shut it down.
Exactly. Because we have a job to do, man. And a prophet job is tough, man, because you got to come out here and you got to get to these people that been taught something for 40 plus years, you know, and you got to tear down these lies and all these different beliefs that they have, you know, and traditions that their grandmother and mother taught them all their lives, and you got to tell them that they wrong. You know, it's hard for you to come out and do that, man, because they're gonna mock, they're gonna scoff, they're gonna get mad, they're gonna pitch a tantrum like a little child. You know, because you tell her, you know how you in the store, you tell a little child they can't have some candy, you know, but they want that candy. They're like you telling them they can't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, but they want to eat it, so they having temper tantrums, man. They falling out, they getting mad, they want to fight, throw blows because you're telling them to do something that how about Shemal Shah that their father don't want them to do, man.
Simple stuff.
Simple stuff.
Real simple. Just like I said, y'all only talk about the laws all the time. The stuff that we can't control.
Exactly.
The certain things we can't do.
Exactly.
You know, especially like some of the laws we read into, like adultery. You know, husband, wife. You know, that husband cheat on the wife, wife cheat on the husband. We can't just sit there and grab you, stab, stone.
You can't get a virgin
and start throwing at people.
Yeah, we can't just. Every brother can't go get a virgin.
God.
You know, every brother can't put his woman out of the house when her monthly come on.
Nope.
You know.
There's a lot of stuff is we can and can't do.
We can't stone these transformers. Imagine we had the power that we can go in and take one of these little transformers and put them on this oak tree and throw stones at them till they die. You know?
I'm going to take them at the front gate.
Probably can.
The gate of the city or the town.
Can we?
Yup.
But everybody's saying that you got a rebellious child.
Yup.
He won't listen. Okay, get hold of the elders.
Yup.
The elder says, well, he won't listen. High noon tomorrow in front of the town. Everybody grab a rock. Better to take care of now than worry about it later.
Second Peter chapter 3 and verse 11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought we to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Ooh, man, hey, because that fire is coming, man.
Yep.
First by water, second by fire, man.
Sure.
Hey, and we waiting on that day. We want to see people get their judgment.
Yeah.
Because we out here, we prophesying to you, we telling you what's coming down the
Yep.
pipe. We just like the signs of Noah.
Yep.
You know, Noah was prophesying it was gonna rain. It was water was gonna flood the earth.
Right.
Nobody listened. All right, we've been prophesying, telling you that this place is going to burn with fervent heat, like the brother just said.
Yep.
All right, telling you that all the elements going to burn with
Yep.
fervent heat, and you don't want to listen. You don't want to set that in your mind's eye. So, hey, when you get, hey, what it say? When words won't teach, adversity will.
There you go.
So when that alarm going off, and everybody's running, scurrying, and trying to find a bunker or a shelter, you're going to see in that time, man.
And you know what? Just like how you said it beautifully. When that alarm goes off, that alarm was when Noah got finished with the boat.
Right.
And those animals was coming on. Just like how I would say,
Yup.
Most High gave y'all behind 3 different times to get yourself together. Noah was building the boat. Brother just said, y'all marking and scoffing.
Yup.
Being married, doing mirth, planning weddings. When the man and the people got finished building the boat, that still ain't took it to heart.
Yup.
Still doing the same thing, marking and scoffing. Now, just like how the brother said, all of a sudden, we seen these animals coming 2 by 2.
Yup.
Especially if animals that you ain't never seen before in your neighborhood. Now, where the hell that giraffe came from?
Hey, well, not only that, man, you see brothers coming in 2 by 2 into the spiritual art.
Yep.
You see brothers coming in with Jordans on and Air Max and bandanas tied
Yeah,
around the head, you
been
know,
looking at it
young
like that.
brothers,
Yeah,
older
you been looking
brothers.
at, man, I remember that little nigga when he was little, he been
Yeah.
to tear up the sea. Now all of a sudden he over here preaching.
Giving all types of signals and
Yep.
signs, man.
And then now his last warning, when the last animal got on there, the Most High says, I'm gonna close the door. Seal it up.
Close the door. Yep.
And then that first, not downpour, that first drop, because we done been ahead when it started to rain, what we feel, that first drop on our skin.
And you really got to really think about what we be talking about, because you never knew the nigga woman to agree with anybody about anything. But you even got the nigga woman saying, yeah, we Hebrew Israelites, you know, we got to keep the Sabbath, you know, just simple basic stuff, you know, that we know that they can keep.
Yep.
You know, they even telling you about the name of the Lord is Yahweh Shah. So when you see the nigga woman and the black man agree on something, everybody should stop and pay attention. Man.
Absolutely.
You know, because the nigga woman don't agree with the black man for shit.
You gotta fight you every step of the way.
Not only that, when you look at what the elites, what they do to people who do bring out this information.
Yup.
Look at all the celebrities who brought out the fact that we were Israelites. What happened to them? They were
Yep.
ostracized.
Yep.
A lot of them got
Blacklisted.
persecuted.
Yep.
You know why? Because you could be everything in this world. You could be a dog.
Yep.
The
Yep.
I put in the check. You could be a damn dog
Yep.
legally if you want to be.
Yep.
Yep.
You could be a
Classify yourself
Classify
a dog.
yourself
Right.
as a deer.
Right.
Hey, the
Deer.
elder put in the dude classify himself as a deer, then somebody shot his ass.
Right. You know, but let you come on the internet and say you a Hebrew Israelite.
Uh-huh.
Let you come on the internet and say, oh, we the real Jews.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, what happens to you?
They're all of a sudden,
You're anti-Semitic.
Right.
Yep, they're
You
also-
could be a Muslim, a Christian,
Yep.
a
Mormon.
Hindu, a Mormon. You can do
Moor.
all that, but you can't be no
Yep.
Israelite.
Oh, you can be African. You can be
Right.
what they call it.
African.
Pan-African.
Yeah,
Pan-African.
Pan-African.
As soon as you said you a Jew, the whole music stopped.
Right.
What he just say?
Right.
You can be with Egyptology.
Right.
God. And look at Kodak Black.
Yep.
Yep.
Where you going through now?
Yep.
Yep.
They say we forgot about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we forgot about it.
Destroy you.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, the Lord ain't through with boots.
Nope. Oh, yeah.
You know?
God. Nope. God.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yep. God.
You know?
Kanye West.
Yeah.
What a nigga
Common.
named Nick
And
Cannon.
that side of Shamil Stoudemire. You talking about side?
Oh, man.
Oh
Yeah.
man, side.
Damn.
Bro, he with those. Remember I told you that
Did it.
group when I first came into the truth, Israel of God.
Yeah.
You know, he with them in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yup.
Side.
Just lost, man.
Yeah.
Through.
Lost in this sauce, man.
This, I got
I'm sorry.
just finishing off on this. 2 Peter 3:13. Nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Just like where we look for a new earth and new righteousness. When the Most High cleansed this place, there could be a new earth and a new heaven on there. Two-thirds, it's going to get destroyed, but it could come back on the natural go-around in the right frame of mind.
Right.
The 144,000 going to have that new body, along with one-third. We're going to be there at the foundation.
Yeah.
This is what all of revival, we will be at the foundation.
Yup, at the beginning.
And we'll be at the beginning of it when the Most High comes down from the heaven, crack those clouds, and says, okay, everything is done, let's go ahead and get Jerusalem built up. Oh, we will be the first one there. We will be when the two-thirds come back and they open up that book like this. It ain't gonna be no footnote, it's gonna be chapter 1.
Yeah, because they're going to have their head down in the kingdom because you had a chance to come into the knowledge of understanding.
they had
You
that
had a
shame on.
chance. Yeah, you had a chance to make your call and election show with Yahweh Shema Shah. But you choose to be a hard-headed, sottish child.
Yeah.
You know? So now you got to deal with having your head down in the kingdom and seeing the people that you mocked at, you scoffed at,
Yep.
you know,
When you
part of
got
the
made fun of.
144,000.
Yeah. You could be like, man, I could have been at the table with King David and the Most High. Now you just watching it on TV.
And we see that in the world because, you know, I don't know if y'all brothers play sports. I know the brother did, and I know you did. But when you playing sports, you know that, hey, if I would have pushed myself a little bit more harder, I could have made it to the NFL or I could have made it to the NBA.
Yep.
That's how you're going to feel when you're in the kingdom. Like, damn, I wish I'd have pushed a little bit harder. I could have made the cut. You know?
So I had a coach. He used to say there's two pains in life. There's the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. You know, so you either get it now or you get it later.
Yep.
You know, but what's better is just being disciplined now. Right? Not abstaining from what the world has to offer now, man.
Yep.
So that in the kingdom, you can have your heart's desire. Man.
Yep.
Because the thing about these NFL players and NBA stars, even brothers in the truth, the position they at is because they work hard to get there.
Right.
You know, they didn't just sit around and just wait. They was actually putting in the work. When you put in the work to something, you're going to reap the benefits. And that's what Yahweh Shema Shai is going to let the hopeful elect do, reap the benefits of the work they put in while everybody out here was doing everything under the sun that was not in agreement with Yahweh Shema Shai. All right? Because you got to think about it, man. We in hell, you know. And everybody eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Every time you see a burger commercial, it's called a Baconator.
Right. Yep.
You got
They
people
got
shrimp.
something called Arch Burger.
Oh, the po' boy.
Yeah.
The shrimp po' boy.
Right. Seafood boil.
Seafood boils, especially down here in Savannah.
Look at Parkers now. Now they selling shrimp.
Yep. Zaxby's.
Yep. They selling shrimp now.
Zaxby sells shrimp.
So now it's just like you can't go nowhere. The abomination is everywhere. Even with the drinks.
But sin is trendy.
Yep, exactly.
You know, sin is very trendy. It's profitable. Right? You have these different actors and musicians. They sell out. You know, they got to give their children up to be all kind of things, man. Roads, you know, trans, everything, man.
Somebody got to be sacrificed.
Yeah, it's popular.
And seeing they thought that one guy, what's his name, that brown guy? What is the light-skinned brown guy? He was a child actor or whatever.
Orlando.
Orlando Brown.
Yeah.
They thought he was. They go your people up.
Yeah,
So hey, they thought this man was crazy and he was losing his mind, but he was actually telling you
what was happening since he been there with Raven, Simone, and even Lilla. What happening behind the damn
This
scenes.
man was telling you about Will Smith.
Yeah.
He was telling you how the man had they made him sleep with Will Smith, all type of different nasty things that they were doing behind the scenes, those gatekeepers.
Yep.
You know, you had to label these gatekeepers, the casting couch. He was going to all these things before it came out, on the what it was on the world stage.
Yep.
You know.
Behind the free, like I said, the world stage, the music. He
Yup.
told you every time that, not just him, Cat Williams.
Yep.
Hell, he done told on Cat Williams too.
Jaguar, right?
Jaguar, all of them come out there. Everybody been pretty much spilling the beans. Monique.
Yep.
They've been spilling the beans, letting them know what been going on. That's why you said you don't see them on TV now.
Yep.
Very rarely you might see Cat Williams on doing the stage tour.
Yep.
When the last,
You said Jaguar, right?
Yep.
yeah, Jaguar.
Yeah.
Monique. When the last time you see her in something?
Yeah. She been blackballed.
Yeah, she been blackballed for a long time. Her, she had a big beef going on with Steve Harvey.
Yeah. Hey, they was even talking about what his name? Tyler Perry
Tyler
was
Perry,
doing.
yep.
You know, the homosexual activities he was doing. They
been
were
doing,
talking about that.
So yeah, so I mean, all this, just like I said, all this fall into idol worship. All y'all want to go up, y'all want to be like the famous rap star.
They want to make a point. Y'all.
Okay. Yeah, they want y'all to be just like your idols and stuff like that. Everybody want to be that, like I said, that I don't even know some of these new ones coming out now because I don't listen to rap. Because they ain't
I got
really
a
shit
quick
anyway.
one for you.
But yeah, go ahead.
Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
So yeah, just like how the brother just said, arise ye and depart. He mean physically.
Exactly.
Hey, if you got the money, you will run. Hey, that's on you. But we be get out the American way spiritual. Stuff like how we brought up earlier.
The idol worship.
The idol worship. You can give up the ham pork, the seafood. Right. That's easy to just stop. Right. I did.
When you go into the apostles, when they were going to the Gentiles, they were just telling them, hey, just abstain from things offered unto idols, drinking blood. It was simple stuff.
Yeah. These holidays, idol worship, Thanksgiving,
right,
Christmas, birthdays. You give up all that stuff.
And like the point you're making with that, because like the people in the world, they'll tell you like, oh, it just don't feel the same no more. I really don't care about Christmas. I really don't even celebrate my birthday like that anymore. Okay, so why what we saying to you is so far out there?
Yeah.
If we telling you like, hey, you shouldn't do those things, and you already got a feeling like, man, I don't even care about them anymore. Hey, it's easy for you. Exactly. It's nothing for you to change from those wicked ways.
Yeah, we all grew up, we all had kids. Kids don't grow up. My little nephew, he grown. His dad told him, don't go out buying a little gift. Give him $100 and he happy. Same thing with the birthday. I ain't gonna have to go out there and, hey man, we can be up there on and go to Golden Corral and spend about there you go, $100.
Yeah. You can celebrate yourself on anything.
Yeah.
You go have, I know the brother in Miami, like we were down there for the reason. The brother, what is it, Samat? And he was going after camp, he was just go have a steak dinner.
Yep.
And with a nice glass of red wine.
Yep.
Hey, you celebrating yourself on whenever you feel like it. You don't have to have a day that this so-called white man gave you to say, oh, I'm gonna worship myself on this day.
This is Acts chapter 15 and verse 28. It says, for it seemed good to the Holy Spirit and to us to lay upon you no greater burden than these necessary things. So they was telling them, you ain't got to do nothing but do this. This is simple. It says that ye abstain from meats offered to idols, and from blood, and from things strangled, and from fornication, from which if ye keep yourselves, ye shall do well.
Hey, and think about it. When we was coming up, when we was younger, your mom or your grandmother, they'll have chickens that will run in the yard. Right. And you will see them go out there and just wring the chicken neck. And we not knowing, because we didn't read the Bible, that we were read was Psalm 23.
Right.
But we didn't understand that you're not supposed to eat things that have been strangled. Right. When you wring the chicken neck, we didn't know that. Right. But that's the things that we was doing. But now once we came into this truth and we learned the right way to conduct ourselves, the right way to please Yahweh Shemawashah, we knew to still abstain from those types of things, man. Like you said, the food. So abstain from those things, man. Those are things you can do.
Right. Which that was the, that was just the the things that were rampant in that time.
Yeah, traditions.
That was the traditions that were going. What are the traditions that are going on now? Like you said, every food menu has pork on it.
Yep.
Just abstain from pork.
Exactly.
Just abstain from the shrimp and the crabs and the lobster.
Yeah.
It's simple.
Yeah.
You know, just do the small things first, and the Holy Spirit will open up everything to you, man. You'll be able to do certain things, man. Hey, cut the hair off. You know, dreadlocks is for women. You know, dreadlocks is a heathen custom. Just simple stuff, man.
Yeah. It's just like how another thing, it's like how the brother said, everything got pork in it. You can't just say, well, what about toothpaste? But like how we said, there's some laws you can do, some you can't do.
Right.
You can't just like, well, I'm gonna stop brushing my teeth. Like, no, there's some things you know you can do and what you can't do.
Right. Well,
You know?
yeah, and we not. Well, the Lord is a just power, man.
Yeah, that grace.
You know, hey, exactly. We always talk about how we need salvation. We need grace. You know, we don't make Yahushua sacrifice a none effect, right? We know that Yahushua had to get on the cross, man. You know, in order for us to truly be reconciled to the Father, he had to die, man. You know, and we don't negate that by saying that we perfect. You know, by saying that we follow the law to a T. We don't. We go off. You know, and we ask the Lord for mercy, for grace. And we come out here on the highways and byways and the hedges. We do our due diligence, doing the will of the Lord, man.
Because when you go into it, I think it's the scripture. It said all our righteousness is as filthy rags.
Yep.
Yep.
You get,
I got a quick one for you.
Hebrews 11. You got it.
1 Corinthians 13 and 10.
Yep.
But when, I'm going to go with 11. 1 Corinthians 13 and 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child.
Right.
I understood as a child.
Right.
I thought as a child.
Yep.
But when I became a man, I put away childish things.
Right. And when you first come into the truth, you're a child. You know, you don't know much, man.
Yep.
Okay, and that's a really a humble place to be. You know, and knowing nothing, the scripture says you know not what you ought to know, right? So you might do certain things, man, in your youth. You know, there might be certain things that you deal with year 1 of the truth you shouldn't be dealing with in year 10, year 7. Yep. You know, it should be certain things that you clean up, man. And this is, you know, the things that our elders have taught us, man. You know, there's gonna be different walks and battles that we go through, man.
Yep.
You know, but it's you know, you're supposed to progress.
Yep.
You know, you're supposed to get better. The scripture says, sin less, repent and offend less.
Yeah, offend less.
You know, so offend less, man. Right? Just because you have grace, right? If Georgia Power say, "Oh, we're giving you 5 days to pay your bill," that don't mean you don't pay it at all.
Yep.
You wait till the 5th month to pay the bill. No, man, you're gonna get your lights cut off.
Yep.
You know, the same thing with the Heavenly Father, man. Hey, just because you got a grace period doesn't mean you take advantage of it, man.
You get at the last minute to you want to do something.
But when you go into grace, it just giving you a set amount of time to get yourself together.
Right.
To get yourself together to pay that bill. All right, we getting ourselves together to pay that debt to Yahweh Shema Shah. You know, so we doing the same thing. We're taking this grace that He give us and we're cleaning ourselves up. That's why you see brothers on the highways, the byways, and the hedges. All right, doing the will of Yahweh Shema Shah. All right, putting away the pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, putting away these idols, these deities. All right, and walking the right way, keeping the law, statutes, commandments to the best of our ability. We know we're not saved by the law; we saved through faith. All right, and faith is a gift from the Heavenly Father. Ephesians 2 and 10. 2 and 8. So we constantly go into these things because we want our people to know that, hey, you might fall short. But what the scriptures say, do not let your sins weigh you down from day to day. So we're not letting our sins weigh us down because we know we can't keep the law fully. All right. So we were relying on Yahweh Shah who died for our sins, man. So He's the go-between. He's the mediator. You know, so the Lord see us through Yahweh Shah,
Get
the mediator.
Proverbs 24:16. He holding that for us.
Okay.
So hold that and bring that out first, huh? Okay. 'Cause you had brought it up earlier.
Proverbs again,
24 and 16.
24 and 16. God. Okay.
Proverbs 24:16. For a just man falleth 7 times and rises up again.
Right.
But the wicked shall fall into mischief.
Yep. So the righteous man falls 7 times, which when you go into that word 7, it's a complete number.
Yep.
Right? Not just, actual 7, it just means a complete number of times.
God.
So you're gonna fall.
God.
The Lord is letting you know, hey, this walk is not gonna be a walk of perfection. And we can't, we know that we can't achieve perfection without the second covenant being fulfilled.
God.
Without those new bodies, hey, there is no perfection in the law. That's what the law was. The scripture goes into how the law was a schoolmaster, right? Meaning, as a young nation, the law was there to show us how wicked we was, how we needed new bodies, we needed salvation. So, this grace period that we've been given is one of faith. It's one where you have to walk in faith. All right, faith has you coming out here on the highways and byways. Faith to have you keeping to the best of your ability the law, statutes, and commandments. Yep, fear.
That's the number one thing right there.
That's right, man.
Everything else is going to line itself up.
That's right. The fear of the Lord has been taken from the earth.
God.
Judgment has been perverted.
God.
The people, they don't fear the Lord. They don't fear what Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the God of the heavens and the earth, the God that flooded the earth, man.
God.
When we bring out scriptures like I kill it and I make it alive, right? They don't read that in the Christian church. That's not being read.
No, because that's not part of love.
Right.
All they want to push is love.
Right.
Wait a minute, God killed us to do this,
Love
this,
and
that.
prosperity.
Yeah, that don't sound like God, because he's all about love. No, that's what they tell you in church.
God.
God says, I'm all about balance.
Right. That's right.
Hey, and their prosperity pastor got to understand, money don't profit the day of judgment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Riches profit not in the day of wrath.
God.
When all hell breaks loose,
Yeah.
that money inside, when all hell breaks loose, that money you got inside that offering plate, they ain't gonna help you one damn bit.
Right.
Not one bit. God.
Right.
Water.
Church building gonna be gone.
Yeah.
And all the tithes that you paid, they gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they done bust up inside the doggone church, taking every damn thing that's valuable.
Right. Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Hey, and at the end of the day, like you saying, the money is gonna crash anyway.
Right.
So all these churches and stuff, they saving up the money and getting all the FRINs. It's gonna crash anyway. That we know a digital currency is coming. We know that this current money system is about to be done away with.
Yep.
It was, I think one of y'all brothers put in the chat. They got a tap to pay on the pump, but they actually had the hand on it.
Yeah.
So showing you what direction that this place is going. If you pay attention on what's going on in the earth, you see the direction that this place is going, man.
That's right. Last time we came to camp, we talked about it in Norway, Sweden, some of the other countries. They're pretty much already coming out more with the Able TV.
But it's ready. It's up and running. Everything is ready. Everything is up and running here in Babylon.
That's right.
Everything is ready to go.
Yep. They have these Amazon stores.
Yep.
They're all autonomous, so you can walk in,
Yep.
just grab something off the shelf, and it tracks what you grab off the shelf, man.
Yeah.
Even at Whole Foods, they got the thing where you can wave your hand to pay.
Wow.
They got that now with the shopping carts.
Yep.
Grocery stores. Yep. You bring it up to the shopping cart, it scans it for you and everything. So by the time you get to up front, it's already got your total.
Yep.
Yep.
Bring that, have a good too. Yeah,
All right,
man.
quick question.
You got it.
So, I know this. My bad. 2 Corinthians.
Yeah,
2
man.
and 11.
Yep, 2 and 11. Yep.
2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant to his devices.
Yep. Can you get that in the NLT?
Gotcha.
That's a good one.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
2 Corinthians 2 and 11 in the NLT. So that Satan will not outsmart us,
Right.
for we are familiar with his evil schemes.
Right, his evil scheme. You know, it's an evil scheme in the earth being set up, man. All right, they're trying to get rid of paper money so that they can control you, man. Right? And the Christian church isn't talking about it. Right? Buddha, Islam, they're not talking about it, man.
Allah.
Right, Allah. You know, they're not warning you about what's coming down the pipe, man. All right, because if you consent unto this devil, you're gonna be had in derision. The scripture speaks about it, man. You know, what they want is a control grid, man. You know, and you know, the moment you speak out against him, you know, the moment you disagree with his policies, anything he wants to implement, he can implement. There'll be no more protests. You know, once you accept the MOTB, right, you're doomed. You know, not only that, the Lord said you're gonna drink that cup. You know, that's filled up with his indignation. Fire and brimstone is gonna come down upon you, man. You know, so the people, hey, we're urging our people, right? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, we're urging you to spiritually depart from this place. Now, we read it earlier.
Hey, and that's beautiful. You made that point, man. Allah and all these different denominations, they're not saying anything about what's going on. Because when you get into Allah and Islam, hey, they getting their ass kicked over there. You know, America, Israel, and America is kicking the Islamics' ass over there, man. And Allah ain't come in to help them yet. You know, they ain't come in and say they got a way out. You know, the Gaza Strip got laid flat, and Allah ain't pop up.
Well, that goes into what we was going into earlier, how everybody, you know, all these idols are being confounded. You know,
oh, man, that goes
Jesus Christ being confounded, Hashem being confounded. Like you said, Allah, Buddha, you know, Yahweh, Yeshua, Yahuwah,
Shiva,
you know,
all the Egyptian gods.
Hey, I got that one for you. I know you got something you bringing out, but I got one for you. Oh, it's first. You already know what I'm going to.
Yeah, man. So, hey, it's you know, it's the season is the season of confounding. You know, that's the spirit that's in the earth right now, man. These people are gonna know that Yahweh Shem Shai is Lord, man. That He is the God of the heavens and the earth. He is the living power. You know, so all these people are gonna see, man. You're fine.
Hey, 1 Kings 18 and 20 in the NLT. So Ahab summoned all the people of Israel and the prophets to Mount Carmel. Then Elijah stood in front of them and said, how much longer will you waver, hobbling between two opinions? If Yahweh is power, follow him. But if Baal is power, then follow him.
And that's what the American public is going to be faced with. They're going to be faced with having to pick a side. Whether you're going to serve the living power or you're going to serve Satan, Esau, Edom, right? Because he is going to, the scripture says this trial is going to come upon all the earth. You're going to have to choose whether you want to participate in the American government, whether you want to participate in this system and buy and sell, right? Or you're going to serve God. You're going to serve the Lord.
Because like you're saying, that seer is going to be an idol. You know, so you're going to have to choose. Either you're going to go with the idol of America or you want to go with Yahweh Shem Shai.
That's right. Because the elders going into it, how it's, you know, it's right now they have what you call a cattle squeeze going on, man. And they were talking about how when you herding cows, they have the chute that they go into, it winds, right? So it's wide, and then it goes around a curve, and then it gets shorter. Then it goes around another curve, it gets tighter. And that's what's happening, man. These people, they can't see what's around these curves, right? But they're just blindly going, being herded into a curve.
That's beautiful, because I was watching when the England soldiers, when they went in on Scotland, and they were showing that it was a bridge that they had to cross to go over into the battle. So it was like 100,000 soldiers with the English troops.
Yep.
And when they went through the channel, like you say, like the herding them through the channel,
Yep.
they would just offer them because they couldn't come in waves. So they had to come off a few at a time,
Right.
and as they came off, they were just killing them, man. So it's showing you like how you said, like they just herd them into that kill zone.
Right.
You
Or
know?
grinders, right?
Yeah,
Meat
that
grinder.
meat grinder. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's how I was doing. Same thing like with Slovakia, the country. I was like World War II. Like how they say, storming the beach of Normandy.
Yeah,
When they were coming off that boat, you only had one way to go.
yeah.
And that gunner inside that pillbox, shit, he just waiting. So they say, no, don't you shoot at the boat.
Yeah.
Your bullets just bouncing off.
Right.
Wait till that gate come down. Then you got free reign after that.
Right.
Yeah.
Saving
They
Private
was
Ryan was a-
wondering how those Scotland, with them being so small, took out that enormous amount
Right.
of troops.
Yep.
But they used a tactic on them, you know?
Right.
Yep.
So the same thing is taking place now, man. They're
Yup.
squeezing these people into a channel,
Yeah.
Right.
Kill box.
which the scripture goes into in Luke, the 21st chapter, to administer medication, right? You have to squeeze them above and squeeze them below,
Yep.
Yep.
you know? And that's what's happening. The people are being squeezed into submission, man. The gas prices, the food prices, it's all gonna force you into the government's hands, man.
Yeah, because they're going to dress it up. Hey, when it's time for them to, first, like how, just like COVID again,
Yep.
first, it's going to be strictly volunteer, but they're going to dress the shit out of it.
Come, the bottom of the show. Look at this boy. You got $100 million. What you gonna do?
Right.
You gonna take it, or you
Right.
gonna walk away from it?
Right. Oh, the money.
Yep.
They're gonna show you the house, the car, the women.
Yep.
You know, but see, if you in the world, you gonna confine to.
What
You
they gonna
gonna
do
fall
is,
right
they can say,
into,
all,
right into that trap.
Because like how we said before, everything is a digital number.
Yeah.
They can say, hey, LeBron James,
because like
you had $2 billion sitting in your account. You know, everything crashed. We can get that all back to you. All you gotta do is take this in your hand and promote it. We give everything that you lost before right back to you.
And they already got them niggas anyway.
Some they already got.
already got them.
They already got them.
It's going to be Keisha, LaQuisha, and Tyrone.
Tyrone, yeah, but they could use LeBron,
You want to get
Steve
this?
Harvey.
Yeah. You
They
want to
could
get
use
these
them to get-
$800 worth of food stamps?
Yep.
Take this
Yep,
chip.
yep, take it.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, using them damn 5 badass damn kids.
Yep.
They gotta have them.
Unless you want to skip from it. You got another point.
Yeah, I got a point.
Go ahead.
This is which I'm gonna just read it. This is Matthew chapter 4, and verse. I'm gonna start at 1. It says, "Then was Yahushua led up of the Spirit unto the wilderness to be tempted of the devil, and when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward hungered, and then the tempter came to him and said, If thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of Yahweh. Then the devil taketh him up unto the holy city, and setteth him on the pinnacle of the temple. And he said unto him, If thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down, for it is written, He shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou shalt dash thy foot against a stone. And Yahushua said unto him, It is written, Thou shalt not tempt Yahweh thy power. Again, the devil taketh him up an exceedingly high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them. So the same thing is about to be presented to these people. They're about to be tempted of the devil, right? That they can have the world.
Yep.
The same thing that the devil promised Eve, thou shalt not surely die,
Yep.
right? And he's going to present it in a way of peace and safety. Just take this chip.
Yep.
Yeah. Everything
You know?
everything on the chip, your credit card,
Right.
your ID, your birth certificate.
Yep.
You ain't gotta worry about nobody stealing your wallet, your identity no more. You got that all right here in your hand.
Yep. And what did he ask him? Verse 9, it says, And he said unto them, All these things will I give thee if thou fall down and worship me. Woo. And this is what Satan is going to say to the American people all across the world.
And when you go into that word Satan, it just means their adversary.
Yep.
You know, so you know niggas will get simple.
Right.
And think it's talking about the spiritual demon Satan. No,
Right.
we're talking about the adversary, the so-called white man.
Right.
Yep.
Who is adverse to life?
Exactly.
Right. Who is destroying the air, the water, the food?
Yep.
Okay, the adversary.
They scared to say it though, huh?
Right.
Like when you ask them who is the wicked of the earth, everybody get that dummy syndrome.
Right.
You know.
Same thing on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
They going to dumb mode out there.
You can't answer that. It happens.
It's like you know, nigga,
Right.
they hit you with that nah, man, just say who it is. You know,
Just say
the
it.
so-called
You already
white
know
man.
the spirit. Or you already know who it is.
Yep. It says, and this is what you're gonna have to do. It says, verse 10. Then said Yahweh shall unto him, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship Yahweh thy power, and only him shalt thou serve. So this is what we're telling you. This is what the men of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah on the highways and byways letting you know. All right, that you should only be serving the Lord. You know, and this man is about to come with an idol, right? And say, hey, this idol, through this idol you can eat.
Yep.
Right? Through this idol, you can have your 401k, you can have your cryptocurrencies.
Yep.
You know, through this idol you can enjoy your family, you can go on vacations.
You have everything you had before.
Right.
Oh, yeah. And then some.
Right. This is normal. Through this idol is going to bring about normality.
And if you think about it, it's more like that show that you watched that time we was talking about. I think it was a Western show. And the man said, well, if I buy this washing machine
Right.
and this dryer,
Right.
that makes me a slave unto you.
Right.
So if you take this chip, that's making you a slave to the so-called white man.
That's right.
You know, because now you are part of his Internet of Things.
Right.
Now you got to take this mark
That's
in order
right.
to keep these luxuries.
Right. This man could literally put you back in the field
Yeah.
and say, well, if you don't want to go, we cutting off your chip.
Yeah, that's all the work we got.
That's
You
it.
know?
Yeah.
The only work we got is to be out here in the field. You're
Right.
gonna have to take it.
Right.
You know?
Oh, we talk about that cattle squeak. Now they're putting kill switches in these cars.
Yep.
If you want to be able to travel to work,
Yep.
you're gonna have to get get these cars.
Yeah.
You know, and if you want to be able to travel any further than what he designates, guess what? You're gonna have to go through him.
Yep. Because the United Kingdom already told you got to have the CD to get over there with them.
Right.
Hey, and you know what? I watched that in the Black Mirror, where the woman, she went and got the chip,
Yep.
and she had to have an extra app added on because she couldn't only go so far.
Yep.
So now you got to add an extra app on it so you can go outside of
Yep.
the boundary that he set up.
Yeah, she had some chip in her brain,
Yeah,
and it was playing commercials.
yeah.
And every time, it was like upgrade.
Constantly got to upgrade. That's how the chip gonna be.
Yep.
Doc. They constantly gonna have to get another chip, but they're gonna have to get an upgrade.
Making it easy to kill you.
Yep.
Then they can really cut you off from it. Oh, it's too expensive. You think life is expensive now? Let Esau put that chip in you.
Yep.
Yeah. Remember, Charles Schwab already told you, hey, you can own nothing to be happy.
Right. Which is already happening. We don't own anything. You
Exactly.
don't own these cars.
Nope.
You don't own your house. They can take it.
Nope. Everything being leased.
And like we brought out
on lease.
we brought out last week, they putting that extra percent of ethanol in the gas.
Yep.
That's going to cause you to have to go and buy these new
That's right.
smart cars.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like
So
to
you're
have
going
you-
to put in a situation that you have to do these things.
Yeah, I can have you even buy gas more because you can burn through it quicker.
Right.
Mhm.
I just filled $21 up. I'm already dabbing right back to half a tank just
Right.
coming here.
Yeah, but they put in a thing that ethanol destroys the motors
Yes.
and the engines of
It
these cars.
destroys your rubber gasket
Yeah, those
Yep.
gaskets is out. Yep.
and your rubber hoses.
Yep.
That the fuel systems.
Yep.
It destroys them. Right. So it's like you say, it's a cattle squeeze.
Yeah.
So you keep buying, like I said, fuel pumps, buying fuel pumps and gaskets, or you buckle down and say, damn, let me go ahead and get another bill.
Yep. You go back to that well you
Oh,
had
yeah,
something?
I got
Go
a
ahead.
quick
And then you can go back to that what was that, First King?
Yeah.
I know
Second Esdras is 9.
Oh,
I'm gonna start at 9. Second Esdras 9 and 9. Then shall they be in pitful cases, which have cast them away despitefully, shall dwell in torments.
Right.
For such as in their life, lives. For such in their life have received benefits and have not known me.
Right. These different actors and actresses, these athletes, right? They receive these benefits, okay, oh, you in the military, what they give you?
Yep.
Military discounts everywhere.
Mhm.
Right? But guess what? You don't know the Lord. Your pledge is to the devil, to Satan. to
Hey,
Esau.
just like Esau put the fine print in,
Yep.
the Lord put the fine print on these athletes.
That's right.
You know, and they didn't read the fine print. You
Right.
know, you taking all these subsidies and these consolation prizes,
Right.
but it's going to be to your detriment.
That's right. You got it all.
All right. 2 Ezra 9:11. And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them,
Right.
understood not but despised.
Right. When you go into loaf, it goes into to cast aside. You know, you just set it to the side. Like, nah, I'm gonna do this later.
Like that old saying, put that on, keep putting it on the back
Right.
burner.
Right. You know, you loathe in the law of the Lord. You
Yep.
saying, I don't have to do that right now. You know, I think I like the American way a little better. I like the way of the Greeks. What they say when in Rome,
Yep.
do as the Romans do.
Yep.
I think I want to do as the Romans do.
Well, that's all for
Right.
What
Right.
our people say? What is it going to profit me?
Right.
You know, remember the 5%?
Yep.
What is going to profit me
Right.
for listening to you guys?
Yeah, coming out on the highways and
Yep.
byways, they see this as unprofitable.
Yep.
But guess what? You're loathing the law of the Lord. Guess what's going to happen to you?
Yep.
You got it all.
The same must know it after death by pain.
The same is going to know it after death by pain, right? So you're going to understand after you after you get sent back to the spirit world, right? After you starve to death,
Yep.
you know, after you looking your children in the eye and watching them pine away,
Yep.
you're going to know that the law of the Lord was the best thing smoking.
And that's
this is
a-
what I should have invested in.
And that's a hurtful feeling to sit there and see your child hungry and you can't feed.
Right.
You know, that's worse than you being hungry.
Right.
You know, because you had a chance to come back to your house about Shema Shah and save you and your household.
Right.
But you would rather, you know, be a hard-head, knucklehead, knuckle-dragging nigga instead of saving your family, man.
Right.
You know?
When you go into that Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, what does it say? We wearied ourselves in the multitude of wickedness.
Yep.
You know, we wanted to be actors and athletes, right? We wanted the riches of this
Jesters.
world, jesters, right? We wanted to go to these parties and dress up, right? We wanted to have dollar bills instead of spiritual shekels,
Yep.
you know? So the Lord is going to let you know after you die, death by pain, then you going to know. You going to know what was really profitable, man.
Hey, like the brother beautifully went into earlier, man, riches profit not in the day of wrath. You're like all these riches and all these different houses and cars that you're getting, it's not going to profit you when you got 20 minutes to find a shelter.
Right.
You know?
Right. True riches is knowing the will of the Lord.
Exactly.
You don't know, it's a lot of these people, they got hella money, man.
Yep.
They ain't happy, because guess what? They don't know the will of the Lord.
God.
Look at these, hey, especially our women,
Yep.
they don't know the will of the Lord, right? They out here single, you know, they think that, hey, you need a man.
But then they'll tell you they blessed and highly
Right.
favored.
And on the car
The
carrier.
will of the
Yeah.
Lord was that men and women be together.
Yep.
You know, not that you be by yourself and be independent. You know, you're a feminist. That ain't the will of the Lord.
If you're on the car carousel, you got
Right.
5 different turns.
Now you ain't happy. Now you gonna die alone.
Hey, and that's the thing what people don't understand. Like when Yahweh Shah was talking to the woman by the well, he was cutting the shit out of her, man.
Right, yeah.
You know, he was telling her about he had five husbands. You know, and the one you with ain't your husband. He was going in. Like, man, Yahweh Shah was bad with it, man.
Because she loathed the law of the Lord.
Like,
You know? So these people are gonna understand and look at the world. The world has loathed the law of the world, of the Lord.
Yeah.
Look at how wicked this world is. Look at how you gotta pay for the water is about to be short. the oil, all that is running out. Right? Food is not readily available. It's because you let wickedness rule, man.
Yep.
And you were complicit in it.
It's like how the brother said. He's like to be short of water.
Right.
Damn planet.
Yep.
Majority water.
Right.
Who be short.
Right. How?
I got one
How,
for you.
Sway?
You know, and some of the stuff when they tell you, you can't help but just sit back and look and be like, ain't no way.
Right.
Ain't no way. But you just said it just right. The world was given into the hands of the wicked.
Yep.
Right.
You're gonna sit there and you're gonna charge somebody they want to build their own house. House
Right.
tax.
Right.
I got my own acre land tax.
Right.
Yep.
I just only need some water to get me through the day or whatever. Water tax.
Right. Here it is. You got trees on your property. You gotta ask the government permission to cut down a tree.
Yep.
Could be a dead tree that could have your house, could fall on your roof at any given time.
Right.
You gotta make a phone call and an appointment.
Right.
Well, now in Savannah, you know, with these fires and stuff going on, you can't even burn trash in your yard.
Right.
You know, they saying now that they don't even want you to light the grill up.
Yeah.
Like, how in the hell you can tell somebody that they can't even light their grill or burn some trash in their yard?
Right.
You know, that show you that you have no power,
Yeah.
that you have no
Where's your
say-so
freedom?
on your own land.
Where's your so-called freedom?
You can't even collect rainwater.
Rainwater.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
get you on that.
Yeah.
They
That's
don't go
that-
and
that-
You
that's
can't
the
have
law.
a big garden either.
Yeah.
You can't collect rain if it's
not
raining
our
right.
rest.
If it's raining right now,
It's not our rest.
if
man.
it's pouring down raining,
Yeah.
and we talk about good old heavy set raining, and a
Yeah.
brother put a bucket out, or
Yeah.
they'll find you.
Yeah.
Oh man, I realized this too. Talking to some people in the world, you can't even kill an alligator without having
A tag, alligator
having
tag.
an alligator tag. But
Yep.
it's against the law to kill alligators. Like if you got an alligator that's on your property and you shoot him, you breaking the law.
Right.
Yep, same thing with this. You want to cut up, but so much it did.
Yeah, it's so many snares and traps.
Mhm.
It's so many laws,
Yep.
which the scriptures goes into how a righteous king will instruct his people.
Yep.
Right? You know, you learn all this, like you said, you learn algebra, all these damn equations and
All the
shit.
tree and all that,
Right.
all that heavy stuff.
Right, but you don't know the laws of the land. You know, and you end up doing something you're not supposed to do. Well, y'all didn't tell me I wasn't supposed to do it.
Exactly.
It's your responsibility. As a king, it's your responsibility to make sure that your people are well instructed.
Oh, but they will know every month on the 1st that the tax guy will come on that horse to collect taxes.
Right.
You sure? Tax man here.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna get a precept for you. And Daniel, because you made that point. I think it's Daniel 7 and 9. Yeah, 17. 4 and 17. All right. Daniel 4 and 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the Holy One, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men and giveth it to whomsoever he will,
Right.
and set up over it the beast of men, the basis of men.
Right. And right now the basis of men is ruling the earth.
Yep.
Right? The basis of men at that time was ruling the earth.
Mhm.
Right? So the Lord put the nations over us, right? To the intent that the man should know that the Lord dwelleth in the affairs of men, man.
Yep.
Right? And what have all these other heathen nations done with their rulerships? Destroyed the earth.
And I got a quick one too. This one
Yep.
I was really looking
Go
for.
ahead, Doc.
Daniel's 8 and 25. And though his policy, through his policy,
Yep.
also he shall cause craft to prosper
Right.
in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
Yep.
He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand.
Yep. So, which I think this was talking about Nebuchadnezzar, one of the ancient kings, right? But the same thing is, that same spirit is here in this Babylon. You know, through policy, through the pen, right? Through his, the writing of laws.
Belshazzar.
You know,
Belshazzar.
Belshazzar. Through the writing of laws, he has caused craft to prosper.
Yeah, man, telling you can't collect rainwater.
Right.
You can't have a garden in your yard. You know, that's crafty.
Right. We were talking about Nikola Tesla.
Yup.
You know how
Free energy.
he had free energy, but through policy,
Mhm.
right, through the pen, through the sword, ultimately, right, he caused craft to prosper, man. Now all of our medicine,
Yep.
everything's petroleum based.
Hey, and what the saying in the world is, the pen is mightier than the sword.
Yep.
They didn't get things done quicker than the sun will.
Right. And you can't, you know, now they
Donald
have
Trump using that boy.
they have certain things to where you can't make your own energy.
Yeah, you can't do certain things, you know.
Never gonna run out of here.
Just like how you have some of the guys, people who done back with it was like he could be a brother, the white guy that made the engine just to go off a gallon of water.
Right. Right.
Took him out, put his car in the warehouse.
Right.
It's the people ain't ready for that yet.
Because like you said, that was right during the time of the oil boom.
Yep.
Right.
People wasn't ready for a vehicle like that.
Right.
But you see, that brother won't walk in such a state.
Right.
Right. Hey, this ain't the time for that right there.
Right.
They got
the number one.
You know, like I said, they got all kinds of stuff that they could have brought out.
God.
First Kings, man. Because you know, through
You go ahead.
yeah, man. This man is gonna pass laws and statutes to where these people gonna have to take the MOTB.
Yep.
You know, it's gonna be a law. It's gonna be written. It's an executive order
Yeah.
that these chipping stations are gonna be mandated.
Yeah.
Because at first he's gonna make you feel like it's your decision.
Right.
But after through his policies and after through
Propaganda.
propaganda, people gonna be forced to take it.
And it's what they can take the same place what they did with the slavery. First, they just been volunteer. Then all of a sudden, when they didn't see the numbers they wanted, they were like, oh, no, numbers too. Now we got to start making it mandatory.
Right.
If you don't get, it could affect your job. You might not be able to go to the movie that day. When they heard the word job on 3 letters, hold up, what?
Right. Which is your money.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, that's your lifeline in this society, your job.
Kids
And
can't
Jake,
go to
when
school.
Jacob be at the job now, man, fuck this job.
Right.
Fuck this job. But you will actually take snake venom in your arm to
Right.
this job, man.
Exactly.
You know?
You got it.
I got a precept here.
That double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Cuz. Sirach 12:10. Never trust thy enemy, for as like iron rusteth, so is wicked.
Right.
Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Right. Take good heed and beware of him. See, this is what 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are lacking. You're not taking good heed of your enemy.
God,
You trusting in Esau Edom, and he has showed you that he's your enemy time and time again.
You know, that same old sad song.
Yeah.
Still falling for it.
Yeah, feeding you the alligators wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Feeding your children the alligators, raping and robbing you, murdering you, you know, that wasn't enough. Now when Fauci get on the camera and speak these smooth words to you, when they put these old decrepit Edomites up there, you do exactly what they say.
Hey, and even with Donald Trump, man, he be condescending because like when he get on the stage, the world stage, he'll be like, yeah, I had the blacks vote.
Right.
You know, just being funny. He got the black people
Right.
with him.
Right.
You know, he just being condescending is right. He really making mockery of him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, they sit back laughing at you.
Yeah.
Having the wild river at the
Yeah.
White House.
Right.
I
Praying
guess
for
he'll
him.
free Kodak Black again and
Right.
niggas will love him again.
Right. But she ain't worried about niggas voting anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, he,
You know?
he ran along with him. Tell him,
It's
go
part
ahead,
of his act.
Go ahead and send
Right.
everything back to the civil rights act.
Right.
Yeah, it's part of his act. Man.
Yep, that's all it is.
Bring that up.
All right.
Bring that First Kings back out.
All right.
Yep. Going into the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man.
God.
We're gonna get that, and then we can get that. You can go for that.
First Kings 18:21. Then Elijah stood in front of them and said, How much longer will you waver, hobbling between two opinions?
Right.
If Yahweh is power, follow him.
Right.
But if Baal is power, follow him. But the people were completely silent. Then Elijah said to them, I am the only prophet of Yahweh who is left, but Baal has 450 prophets.
Right.
Now bring 2 bulls. The prophets of Baal is Salakia. Now bring 2 bulls. The prophets of Baal may choose whichever one they wish and cut it into pieces and lay it on the wood of the altar.
Right. Bring me a bull. You know, they can get their bull. I'm gonna bring my bull. Go ahead, Al.
But without setting fire to it, I will prepare the other bull and lay it on the wood of the altar, but not set fire to it.
Right.
Then call on the name of your power,
Right.
and I will call on the name of Yahweh.
See, ultimately, Elijah had faith.
Yup.
This is an act of faith. Elijah was like, you bring yours, you call on your God, I'm going to call on my God. We're going to see, you know? And this is how it's going to be in the time of the mark of the beast, man.
Yup.
You know, we're going to see where you people's God is at, man. You know, when they tell you, oh, you got to come and get this microchip in your hand, we're going to see how many people calling on Jesus going to be in that line.
Yup.
You know?
And we had a prelude to it when you go back to the C-19. These people was calling on their God, but they still was rolling their sleeve up.
Right.
They had a lack of faith, man.
Right.
Yeah.
You in the church parking lot in a line.
They done got the medical van already in the parking lot.
Right.
And what the scripture you brought out earlier, the Lord say, I kill and I make alive.
God. Right.
So if the Lord kill and he make alive, then why you worried about taking a damn a jump shot or not?
Right. The scripture says that none of these things shall come upon you. Going into the pestilences, man.
Yup.
You know, there shall not one hair on your head.
Yup.
So, where was the faith of the Christian church during this time of pestilence?
Well, we're on
Right.
I-95 South.
Right.
Yeah.
Which we coming into that time again.
Hey, the Lord said a sparrow does not fall to the ground unless he's sanctioned.
Sanction. Yep. So, ultimately, what we're reading about is a man of faith, Elijah.
Yup.
And through that faith, he was able to do what? A miracle. Go ahead, Doc.
Hey, and that's the same faith we're gonna have to have.
That's right. That's right, Doc.
1 Kings 18 and 24.
Yeah, because this is a time where they were putting the prophets to death.
Yup.
Yep.
He said that I'm the only one left.
Yup.
So you call on your God, I'm going to call on mine.
The last
And you
man
know what
standing.
would have happened if he didn't call down that fire? They would have put him to death.
Yup. Yup.
You know? So he stood on his 10, man. Go ahead, Doc.
1 Kings 18 and 24. Then call on the name of your power, and I will call on the name of Yahweh. The power who answered by setting fire to the wood is the true power.
Right.
And all the people agreed. Then Elijah said to the prophets of Baal, you go first, for there are many of you. Choose one of the bulls and prepare it, and call on the name of your power, but do not set fire to the wood. So they prepared one of the bulls and placed it on the altar. Then they called on the name of Baal from morning until noontime, shouting, O Baal, answer us. But there was no reply of any kind.
Right, from morning till noon. You know, which can basically be 12 hours. That could be a 12-hour time period.
Bro, you know how long that is to be standing in one spot,
Right.
calling on something and nothing happening? You know?
Yep.
All right.
Got it.
Then they danced, hobbling around the altar they had made. About noontime, Elijah began mocking them. You have to shout louder,
Right.
he scoffed.
Hey, y'all not calling on him loud enough. A
A
little louder now.
You let the Christian church stop him shouting, do a little
Right.
hoot and holler.
Which
Maybe that'll happen.
when you go into this account, you could tell Elijah was
Was
boasting.
it Jake?
Yeah,
Elijah
he
was
was
Jake.
because he was boasting in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. He was boasting in his power.
Yeah.
You know, that's how we gonna be in that day. You know, we gonna because the scripture says it's righteous to boast in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man.
Because when you reading this, man, and you hear what Elijah is saying, you can tell that Elijah was a Jake,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You can tell that he wasn't a so-called white man.
Yep.
You know, because he was making fun with it.
Right.
You know, he was laughing. He was throwing out little
smart remarks.
Yeah, smart
Right.
remarks, comments.
Hey, you need a little bit more time. You know?
Right.
Yeah. 1 Kings 18 and 27. About noontime, Elijah began mocking them. You have to shout louder, he scoffed, for surely he is a god.
Right.
Perhaps he is daydreaming,
Right.
or is revealing himself, or maybe he is away on a trip, or is asleep and needs
Right.
to be awakened.
Right. Is he in the bathroom?
You
gonna
know?
take a nap?
Take a nap. Wait,
Ring
what's
ring
going
that
on?
bell and wake him up.
Y'all been calling on this man for 12 hours. What's going on? Where you at?
Calling your homeboy for 12 hours.
Well, then watch what Elijah do, man.
Yup.
Go ahead, Doc.
1 Kings 18 and 28. So they shouted louder, and following their normal custom, they cut themselves with knives and swords until blood gushed out.
Right.
They they raved all afternoon until the time of the evening sacrifice.
Right.
But still there was no sound, no reply,
And
no
now
response.
Now we at 18.
evening.
We at 18 hours.
Yeah, now
You
we
know?
now we in the evening now.
What, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock?
Yeah, 6, 7, somewhere around
Yeah, bro.
Bro, you gotta think about it, man. They was cutting themselves with knives and swords.
Right.
Like these, like if Jake, our people really believe like how these Christians and these damn atheists and all of that
Yeah,
believe,
bro.
man, hey, we will be out of here, man.
It's a custom. I believe it's the Muslims do it. They cut themselves in the forehead,
Wow.
Yeah, I seen that.
you know, and
there's
let
some-
the blood
there's some
drip
Hindu
down.
tradition too, where they
Yep.
like they slash themselves with the arm, and they use like a cat of nines,
Yep.
and they hit themselves with the whip.
Yep.
Yeah.
They got faith though. They got
Yep.
faith
Got
in their
faith.
God.
Yep.
They got faith, yeah.
You know,
And,
they were showing faith in their God.
Yeah.
You know, it just was a false idol. Go ahead, Doc.
It's a false
All right.
God.
1 Kings 18 and 30. Then Elijah called to the people, "Come over here." They all crowded around him as he repaired the altar of Yahweh that had been torn down. He took 12 stones, one to represent each of the tribes of Israel. And he used the stones to rebuild the altar in the name of Yahweh.
Right.
Then he dug a trench around the altar large enough to hold about 3 gallons. He piled wood on the altar, cut the bull into pieces, and laid the pieces on the wood.
Right.
Then he said, "Fill 4 large jars with water and pour the water over the offering and the wood."
Right. He wet the altar.
Washed them down.
You know, showing you, hey, he was boasting.
Yeah.
That's like you know, Steph Curry, he's good at shooting threes. Well, he's shooting from half court. You know, I'm gonna shoot this shit from half court.
I help you out. I ain't
Right.
gotta be at the 3-point line. I
Right.
can take it to the half.
Right. I'm gonna pour water on the altar. She is wet.
Where? I dig a trench around the
Go ahead, Doc.
1 Kings 18:34. After they had done this, he said, "Do the same thing again." And when they were finished, he said, "Now do it a third time." So they did it. He did as he said.
He soaked the wood in water.
In water, yep. 1 Kings 18:35. And the water ran around the altar and even filled the trench. And the unusual time for offering the evening sacrifice. Oh no, Salakia. 1 Kings 18:36. At the usual time for offering the evening sacrifice, Elijah the prophet walked up to the altar and prayed, "O Yahweh, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, prove today that you are power in Israel and that I am your servant."
Right. And this is what the Lord is gonna do in this time, man.
Yup.
You know, he's gonna prove to these people that he is, man.
Yup.
That he exists. Right? He's
And
gonna
that we his
glorify his
servants.
name. That's right. That's right. Through his servants, through the great miracles that these people are about to see,
Yup.
the hell that's about to come on earth, they're gonna know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is real, man.
Yup.
You know, all these people that's walking by, this moment is gonna pop up in their head, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the name of the Lord is gonna, this Yahweh, I heard that name before.
Mm-hmm.
They said that name. You know, they gonna know in that day, man. You got it all.
Prove that I have done all this at your command. O Yahweh, answer me so these people will know that you, O Yahweh, are power and that you have brought them back to yourself.
Right, he was glorifying the Father. You know, he was glorifying the Heavenly Father in his name, man. He wasn't saying, do it for me.
Yup.
You know, he said, do it for you, so they'll know you.
Yup.
You know, the same thing we gonna do, man. When we get the spiritual powers, when we get these spiritual bodies, we gonna be glorifying the name of the Lord, man.
Yo, because that goes back to like you were saying, that humility, like brothers had that humility,
Yep.
being humble.
Yep.
We're gonna be humble. We're gonna like, hey, we ain't do nothing. It was all Yahweh Bashim Abashah.
Right. Yep.
You know?
Right.
1 Kings 18:38. Immediately the fire of Yahweh flashed down from heaven and burnt up the young bull, the wood, the stones, and the dust, and even licked up all the water in the trench. And when all the people saw it, they fell face down on the ground and cried out, Yahweh, he is power.
That's right.
Yes, Yahweh is power.
The Lord's name was glorified in that day. You know, so the same thing is gonna happen this time, man.
Yep.
Right?
So they couldn't say, you cheated,
Right.
your God ain't real.
Because he
said,
told them to crowd around and look.
he
See?
said, everybody got around,
Yep.
cut up this bull, dig a 3-foot trench, bring nothing but water, and I want you to soak the hell out this wood.
Yep.
And my God's gonna take it away just like that.
And it's showing you the power because you know when you go to these magic acts,
Right.
they have you out in the crowd, so you
Right.
can't see the strings.
Right.
You know,
The
you can't
illusion.
see the
You
illusion.
can't see the illusion, yeah.
You know, he told them to crowd around,
Yeah.
so you can see that it's not an illusion. You
I
can
want
see
you to
that the
take a
power
look.
of Yahweh.
I want you to look. I want you to see the priest bringing the water,
Yep.
Right.
pouring it on the wood.
Yep.
Right.
You saw me pick up 12 stones
Yeah.
and build it from the ground up.
Yeah. I forgot that.
Hey, I got the last part of it.
Go ahead.
1 Kings 18:40. Then Elijah commanded, seize all the prophets of Baal. Don't let a single one escape.
Right.
So the people seized them all, and Elijah took them down to the Cushan Valley and killed them there.
Right. And this is what's gonna happen in the day of Esau Edom's vengeance.
Yup.
You know, when vengeance comes upon him, they're gonna be like, go get the Rothschild,
Yup.
go get the Rockefeller, the Gettys, the DuPonts.
Yup.
You know, go pull them out of these bunkers, get them. You know, and cause you know these are the modern day priests of Baal.
Well, the scriptures say, right now we fishing for men.
Yep.
But in that time, he gonna turn us into hunters.
Yep.
You know.
And all the nations, they're gonna be with it.
Yup.
So hunt them down. Go find Clefwood Dollar.
Right.
And all those other ones I've been telling you this.
Them niggas gonna get destroyed by nukes.
Yup.
It's them elites, them bunkers. That's
Yep.
the ones that got them bunkers in Europe.
Yup. They through.
They the ones getting pulled out, man. You got a bunker here in America, you're done.
Well, it's gonna be just like on that House of Dynamite.
Yep.
It was only certain people that was getting called to
Yep.
that bunker.
Yep.
You know, the rest of them, hey, you on your own, buddy.
Yep,
Right.
you done.
Yep.
Yeah, bring that out.
This is Hebrews 11:1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for.
Right. When you seen Elijah do that miracle, he was praying.
Yep.
Right. He had hope in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Go ahead, Up.
The evidence of things not seen.
Right.
For by the elders obtain a good report.
Right. By it, the elders obtained a good report, man. Our elders that came before us, right? They labored in His truth and in His word, right? Without reward for years, man.
Yep.
Without fruit. You know, when it was unpopular, when there was no prophecies going on.
I think what it took 10 years for fruit to stop.
Yep.
Yep. Number 3. Through faith we have understand that the world were framed by the word of God,
Right.
so that things which are seen were not made of things which appear.
Right. The Lord Yahushua and the Elohim, right? Hey, they framed the world. They made everything that we see. Go ahead, Op.
Number 4. By faith Abel offered unto God a more excellent sacrifice than Cain,
Yep.
by which he obtained witness that he was righteous.
Right. He was righteous, man. His faith bear him witness. You know, so much so that his blood, they said his blood cried out from the grave.
Yeah, because when Elijah told the prophets of Baal to get a bull, he didn't say go get a fruit basket.
Right.
He said go get a bull, a young bull, man.
Right, yep.
You know, he offered up a good sacrifice to the Lord and he accepted it, man.
God testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaking.
Right.
By faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found because God had translated him. For before his translation,
Right.
he had this testimony that he pleased God.
Yep. Please the Lord.
Hey, and that was the first deliverance.
Yep.
You know, that was the first deliverance in the scripture when Enoch was taken up.
Yep.
You know, the same thing we trying to do, get taken up by Yahweh
Right.
Shema Shah.
Taken up into a chariot.
Yep.
Number 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him.
Yep.
For he that cometh to God must believe that he is,
Right.
and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
Right. The Lord rewarded Elijah, right, with having the power,
Yep.
you know, to call upon him.
Yep.
You know, Elijah was able to call upon the Lord, and the Lord did a miracle for him, man. You know?
And Elijah was just like Enoch. He
Yep.
got delivered.
Yep.
You know, and Elijah was taken up.
That's right.
You know, in a chariot.
Yep.
Number
He
7.
he asked for a double portion.
Yep.
Number
Yep.
7. By faith, Noah being warned of God of things that not seen as yet, moved with fear,
Yep.
prepared an ark to the saving of his house.
Yep. Move with
By
fear.
Yep, moved by fear.
Yep. That's why we out here on the highways and byways, man. All right. That's why we do these lessons. We move by fear. Fear and faith mingled together. You know, this is what's gonna get us the victory over the beast. We fine.
Yep. Moved with fear, prepared an ark to save his house, by which he condemned the world and became heir of
Hey, that's
righteousness,
beautiful, man,
which
because
is
you
by
heard,
faith.
you heard what it said. He saved his house.
Right.
And that's what we telling people now. Like, bro, you come out here, the highways, the byways, and the edges,
Yep.
you got a chance to save you and your household, man.
Yep.
See how the Lord is gracious, he's merciful, man.
Right.
You know, you come out here and you put the world to the side, Yahweh Shema Shah will save you and your house, just like he did with Noah, man.
That's right.
Yep.
Reward is a rewarder.
Yep.
Number 8. By faith, Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obey. And he went out, not knowing whither he went.
Right. Right.
But-
Just blind faith.
Yeah,
You
he
know?
got like I got a phone call. Hey, when you wake up, you need to go that way.
Right. He just went.
Hey, just okay.
Trusting
No,
in the Lord.
no questions asked. Off he went.
Hey, who else done that? Joseph.
Joseph.
When
Yep.
Joseph, when the Lord came, when the angel came to Joseph, man, he packed up his son,
Yep.
well, his family and his wife, and they hauled tail, man.
Yep.
You know, into Egypt. Blind faith.
Number 7. By faith, Number 8. By faith, Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for no inheritance. Okay, I did that one. My bad. It's locked in. Number 9. For by faith he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise.
Right. So we believe in the same promise,
Yep.
right? That we can be joint heirs with Yahweh Shah, man,
Yep.
of that land. Okay? Go ahead, Doc.
Number 10, for he looked for a city which had foundations, whose builder and maker is God.
Right. So what did we read in Peter earlier, right? That therefore we look for a new heavens and a new earth,
Yep.
wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. Whose maker is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. All right? We want to dwell in that tabernacle, man.
Yep.
Go ahead, Doc.
Number 11, through faith also Sarah herself received strength to conceive seed, which was delivered of a child when she was past age,
Yep.
because she judged him faithful who had promised.
Right. Hey, judge the Lord faithful, man. The Lord is faithful. You know, the Lord is you know, he's not like men, you know, because men will leave. You know, the Lord, if you trust in the Lord is faithful, man.
Yep.
You know, and we are walking proof of that, man. We're testimonies. You know. Go
Number
ahead.
12. Number 12. Therefore sprang there even of one, and him as good as dead.
Yep.
So many as the stars of the sky in multitude, and as the sand which is by the seashore innumerable.
Yep.
These all died in faith, not having received the promises,
Right.
but having seen them afar off.
So
And-
our forefathers, they died in faith. having seen the promises afar off, how much more us? The promises are at the door. They're not afar off anymore, man. They right, hey, literally, like the elder said, months away, man.
Yep.
You know, this is the faith it's gonna take to resist the MOTB.
Yep.
You know, to be able to walk away from this society, man. It's gonna take a great amount of faith, man. Go ahead,
Yep. I'll start back over. These all died in faith, not having received the promises, but have seen them afar off.
Yep.
And were persuaded of them and embraced them.
Ooh, we're
And
persuaded.
Yep.
We are persuaded, man. That's why we out here on the highways and about. We come out here week in and week out. Because we persuaded of those promises, man. We know that the Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to do what he said he would do.
Yep.
He's not a man that he should lie.
That's right.
Yep. And confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth.
Ooh, hey, a stranger and a pilgrim. What is a pilgrim? Someone that's traveling,
Constantly moving. Yep.
right, to get to a promised land.
Yep.
You know, and that's all we are. We're a pilgrim. This is not our rest. This is not our home. Okay, and this walk is going to lead us, you know, into some difficult straits, some places. But guess what? On the end of it is that promised land. You know, those blessings that the Ark always like. Hey, the Ark always like to bring out in Deuteronomy. Blessed shall you be when you come in and when you go out. These blessings shall overtake you. You know, so this is the faith that it's gonna take, man.
And like we talk about off camera all the time,
Yeah.
those things are right here at hand's reach now.
Right.
Because we at the point where we about to be overshadowed in blessings. We at the point where you're gonna see brothers doing spiritual healings.
Right.
Your brothers having spiritual powers. We at the point where we got to start seeing those things. We months away, then we days away from seeing brothers with spiritual healing.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah. Beautiful, man. No, that's pretty cool, man. So, you know, hopefully, Lord willing, the lesson was edifying and exhorting. The brothers ain't have anything. All right, we're gonna end off by giving all the glory, infinite praise and honor unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutation to the hopeful elect that is out there pushing this truth. In all sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, giving diligence to make your calling and election sure. Shalom.
Shalom.
Bob.
Man, I got overheated in this shirt.